Hey guys, Jarell here, back with reactions to Fringe. We're on to episode 5 of season 3. We've now found that the other side are putting shapeshifters into government positions, high level ranking government positions in the last episode, and we don't know how long they've been there and what sort of information that they've been gathering. However, Newton is no more because Olivia, had to catch him in the end. She had no alternative. She's had to shop him in. She's fed him some sort of suicide tablet, pill, chip, whatever the hell it was. And he is now gone and left her with the warning that he thinks she's going to fail the mission. I'm kind of hoping she does, because we need our Olivia back. So let's just go find out which side this episode is on. This is episode 5.
Did you get the dossier I sent over?
Yes, sir. So you really believe that the other Olivia Dunham can cross between universes?
It would appear so. Seems their Olivia can travel between worlds safely, which is the real reason you're here today. But with your permission, we'd like to put you through a series of experiments to see if we're right. But I know you've been through a lot, Olivia. So if you're not up to it, you should just say so.
Look, I understand why you agreed to take the test. You just want things to go back to normal. To be the Olivia that you think you should be, but unfortunately that's not going to happen. Because you're not their Olivia.
I said careful!
They're cutting into the stuff.
He's not breathing. He's dead. No,
That looks like you.
Give me the syringe. Give me the syringe! Come on.
Oh, trigger alarm.
Come on! Okay.
Oh, god damn it.
Cut him out! Cut him out! You okay? Help me. Please. I'm sorry. He's my brother. No. Please.
In 1989, these isolated tears in the fabric of our universe began to increase in frequency. Some of them expanded into micro-black holes with devastating consequences. To contain these events, scientists designed a quarantine protocol using a chemical substance, Amber 31422.
Okay, just fast forward it.
What are you looking for?
4 years ago, this station was sealed. Now it looks like we have a new addition.
Understand you're working on a case. Man removed from Amber.
Franklin Street Station.
October 17th, 1989. 63 civilians were trapped in Amber that day. And all the hundreds since. But if they were to find out that the Amber victims could be removed and resuscitated, I'm afraid the outcry would be akin to revolt.
Quarantine victims are alive?
Yeah.
Theoretically.
We just found out.
But to remove them would weaken the structural integrity of the Amber.
I worked this case with Fringe Division 4 years ago. He's a bank robber.
Well, why would Fringe Division
Really?
be appointed to investigate a robber?
Rose used some kind of device that allowed him to access the vaults without setting off the bank alarms. But what it also did was cause molecular degradation.
Man-made breaches. We studied that case back at the academy. You guys had to quarantine, what, half a dozen areas?
One for every job Rose pulled. He had an apartment that was sealed after he was ambered. Start there.
This is Agent Dunham.
What's going on?
What we're about to ask you is classified. It's about your brother, Joshua. Any idea about his whereabouts?
You know, 4 years ago, you people told me that he was trapped in Amber. My brother ripped families apart, okay? Mothers and husbands trapped in Amber because of the crimes he committed. You know, just because we look alike, it doesn't mean we have anything in common.
She knows that.
I came to the bank to try and stop me, but you were too late. I mean, I didn't know. I couldn't know you were coming. You know, you were trying to stop me from robbing a bank. I ended up stealing your life.
Oh, what?
You're free now. It took me longer than I thought, but I never gave up.
And we will help the process along by giving you a number of psychotropic drugs.
There's a speaker in the tank, so you'll be able to hear us, and we'll be monitoring you closely.
4.5 hours.
It's not working.
Increase the doses. 5,000 milligrams Neurontin, 2,000 Delavan.
Sir, are you really...
Only Those who risk going too far find out how far they can go. Do it.
In the words of William Bell.
Oh, hell.
Oh, shit.
Heart rate is 183, blood pressure is falling.
Shit, it just worked.
I went somewhere. Did I give a shot? There was a boy.
It worked. Crossed over.
Mom, I'm just tired. And I keep
I
seeing...
knew a pair of twins in high school.
Nina and Gina. One of them was always so much brighter than the other one, but they both managed to get straight A's. I'll give you one guess how they did that.
Olivia.
Yeah. They switched.
Yeah, they did.
The twins. When we spoke to Matthew Rose today, when he was talking about Joshua's crimes, he wasn't angry or upset. He was ashamed. I think the man we spoke to today committed those crimes. I think that they switched on us.
Fingerprints and retinas are unique.
He's who he says he is Matthew Rose.
No, something's not right.
Dunham, it was just a hunch.
No.
They switched again.
Yeah.
I'll prove it to you.
Dunham.
They have.
Okay, we went to your house yesterday. What did we talk about?
Taylor briefed him.
At your house. What did we talk about?
Your partner did most of the talking. I told you how hard it was for me and my family when Joshua was robbing banks.
You told him. What we looked like, what we talked about. They're in it
You
together.
just
His
sound
brother
ridiculous,
told us.
no?
They're messing with us. They switched.
Dunham.
Break-in at Langdon Chemical 2 weeks ago. Guess what they stole?
3 tanks of ferrocene.
Who uses ferrocene again?
So Joshua Rose is planning another heist.
It wasn't supposed to be like this. They weren't supposed to be this close.
Agent Farnsworth, would you mind taking a look at something for me? If Joshua Rose was about to hit another bank, where would it be, given his profile and MO? Okay, so if it was Matthew who was in the amber, then Joshua's MO may have changed.
I don't follow your logic.
Okay, I think I spoke to Joshua yesterday. He was clearly ashamed. He's not gonna want to hurt people like that again.
Less human traffic, remote area, reduced collateral damage. 3 banks.
Smart. Wow. It's the same technology, isn't it? There you go. Yeah.
Anomalous energy signature detected. Class 2 breach.
Who has the location?
Parameters match events from 2006. 79% probability it was caused by Joshua Rose.
I need a location.
I want science and risk reports now!
Olivia's car.
Chief, a 3-point spread with dispersion tubes to the basement and the 2nd floor.
What are you doing here?
Oh.
I found the blueprints. I realized what you were up to, and I can't let you do this again. Where are your tools?
Think about it.
Unless they think they have me, they'll never stop. You're the only person alive to survive the quarantine. They'll experiment on you for the rest of your life. You know that. I'm not taking your life twice.
Huh.
Josh, no. Let me do this one good thing.
Wow.
Are you aware of how many protocols you broke? Good work.
Thank you, Colonel. We found your brother. And I'm sorry to say he was caught in a quarantine protocol last night.
Well, thank you for telling me, Agent.
I'm sorry.
Oh!
True or false? I take this to my lab. Got them to run this skin sample. Then tell me this was from a man who spent the past 4 years in amber.
Oh, crap.
Hey, Dad, Mom needs to
Scotty.
cook the steaks on the grill.
He didn't do anything.
Have a good day. And you can consider this investigation closed.
Why do you refuse to believe who you are? Why do you want to deny the truth about yourself?
You can't prove anything that you're saying.
But I know things. Things about the other side. Things you couldn't possibly know unless you'd been there. On the other side, the Twin Towers have fallen. On the other side, your sister Rachel is still alive. She lives in Chicago. Her husband took a job there. They live at 1934
See, now I
Sherman
know
Way.
you're lying because
On the
Rachel
other
hates
side,
Chicago.
your beautiful niece Ella is alive. She was born, and it's her birthday today. She turned 7.
There's no way to prove it.
Yes, there is.
Hello?
Hi.
Aunt Liv, I knew you wouldn't forget my birthday.
Oh no, she's gone back. It's only temporary.
What happened?
It didn't work. Nothing happened. All I saw was black.
Okay, now we have a serious problem. Because we know she's lying, and we know why she's lying. But as usual, John Noble can play his part so well that just that 2-second look said, I know you're lying, and I'm not going to say anything, and I know why you're lying, but I've just got what I need. They've already found that dormant chemical in her brain. He's going to reverse engineer, figure out whatever it is, what that chemical is, and he's not going to need her anymore. Which is why she now has said, I didn't say anything. He knows different. If she doesn't figure a way how to get home soon, they are going to dispose of her. I see him now shutting down the experiment, because if he doesn't, from his point of view, she could now figure out a way of getting back, and it not just be temporary and be more permanent. Damn it. That, other than that though, that was actually a really good episode. I like that it's showing us the clips of Peter as her subconscious fighting with her, telling her, this isn't you, this isn't where you're from, you need to go home, this is why you're having this conflict in your own mind as to what's going on and why things don't feel right and why you're not sleeping. All of this is very, very cleverly done. I figured out fairly early on that episode that they were twins. And just like she did, they just swapped them over. They played, just like Peter tells her there, they played the trick that twins would play in high school. If one was more intelligent than the other, you just swap them around. And it's so difficult to try to prove. And especially when it comes to something as an investigation or a police investigation or FBI or whatever, because you can't just let both of them go, but you also can't put two people away for the same crime. So unless you can figure out which one it is, you are done for. So that was very clever. What I wanted to ask, discuss, was this guy was using that same technology that we saw on our side when they were breaking into bank vaults to try and steal the technology for David Robert Jones to be able to put the pieces of equipment together of Walter's that he hid away to be able to teleport Robert Jones out of that German prison. He's using the same technology and he was using it to rob banks. So I'm presuming on their side, every time he used this, it created a breach because of how weakened their fabric of their spaces on their side of their universe. And we have heard Walternate mentioned before. I think he said after this first event happened, when Walter first came over here, the laws of physics became more of a suggestion overnight because everything just went to hell. So him opening these bank walls this way were actually causing breaches and wormholes and whatever it is you want to call it, and they were actually having to seal them with amber. So he created one of the first incidents that they had to actually use the amber. And what we also didn't know is we've now found out when they're in amber, these people aren't dead. That's horrible. And even worse, that they managed to pull this one guy out, but he mentioned, we can't get the people out, we can't do anything about them because you risk weakening the structural integrity of the amber and releasing all of its capabilities of sealing whatever it is you was trying to stop. Damn. But overall, that was a really good episode, and it was another one over there again. So maybe in the next episode we'll be back on our side. I'm loving the way that they're doing this season because we are getting it from both sides. What we've not seen an awful lot of is Olivia, what she's actually like when she's not trying to portray our Olivia. All we're getting to see is the fight between portraying both Olivias from the one that we know as our Olivia. I would like to see more of what happens if she eventually goes back, because these aren't bad people. I mentioned it in the episode. Charlie's not a bad guy, and this Lincoln, who has a partner on the side, I actually really like him. He's funny, he's witty, he's intelligent, he seems to care a lot for Olivia, either one of them, because he doesn't know. And they're not bad people, but it's Walter that we need to be worried about because for obvious reasons. Anyway, I think for this episode that will do, and we'll just wait and see what happens on the next one. So that was episode 5. I'll be back with episode 6 the next few days, guys. Until then, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and please turn your notifications on, hit that subscribe, and give it a thumbs up, and I will see you for the next episode of Fringe in a few days. Till then, thanks for watching. Take care.